Hello beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on this channel, simply click the subscribe button so you get notified each time we upload a tutorial. And if you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for joining and thank you for tuning in once again. So it's going to be a very quick one today. So this is me trying to show you the easiest way to draft a built-up neckline to achieve the best result. Trust me, when you try this method, you are never going to try any method of making built-up neckline again. So here we have our basic bodies already drafted. This is my front block and here is my back block. So what do we do? Basically, when you want to start drafting your pattern, leave out some space, create some space on the top of your pattern. So here I left 4 inches. It depends on the height of the built-up neckline you're trying to create anyway. Fine, I cannot exhaust 4 inches, but then having it there doesn't affect anything. Okay, so here's my basic bodies. Now the first thing I'm going to do here is to use my ruler. You can use any ruler that has this protractor parts, yes, on it, that has the angles on it. So any ruler that have it can actually work. So this is me trying to use my angle 90 or sorry angle 45 here to create my neckline. So what do? This is my 3 by 3 neckline. The width of this neckline is 3 inches. So what I'm going to do right here is that you see this angle right here, this right angle right here, looking like, okay, this one looking like acute angle. Let me just say looking like a V for better understanding. So this is the base of it, right? This is the base right here, right? And this right here is pointing to angle 45. This is pointing to angle 45. Then on the middle we have angle 90. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is to place this V part directly on my width, on my neck width. Yes, so this is it. I'm going to place this directly on my neck width like this, making sure the ruler is aligning to your borderline. I believe you can see this, right? So can you see this? So I placed my ruler directly on my neck width. Can you see? Now this point where this angle 45 is pointing towards, simply mark it. So mark it with your pencil, right? So this is it right here. So I marked that point. Okay, that is gotten. So after getting that point, I'll place my ruler from my neck width and construct a line touching that point. Okay, just construct a line for now. You don't need any measurements for now. So I've constructed this line. I'll still take what I need on it actually. Okay, so I've constructed this line. So the next thing to do now is to determine how high you want your built-up neckline to be. And now when we talk about how high you want your built-up neckline to be, we have a height from this point and we have another height from the actual center front. So let me show you. So here, this is a built-up neckline blouse and it has a Queen Anne neckline as well. So look at this neckline. This is the shoulder, right? So this point right here going upward, it is this point. So this is where you're going to determine how high you want this part to be. Okay, because from here to here is the shoulder, then this part is raised up. You can see it, right? So this is the point where you are determining how high you want that part to be. Okay, so for that, let's work with 2 inches. Yes, I think I work with 2 inches for this pink. So I'll mark it on that line. So that means I don't need this excess anymore. Let me just clean it off so as not to get confused, so anybody doesn't get confused. So this is it. This is my 2 inches. Now on the center front, I also need to determine how high I want this neckline to be on the center front. Okay, so how high do I want it to be? So now this is my actual 3 by 3 neckline. So from that point, I'll have 1.5 inches upward. You can have 1 inch upward, you can have 2 inches upward. It depends on you. It depends on how high you want that center front to be. Okay, so let me clean off this initial 3 by 3 so you don't get confused. Then I'll come with my curve and connect from this my 2 inches right here to the point, to the height I want my neckline, to how high I want my built up neckline to be. Okay, so here we go. So this is it. I hope you can see that. Now let me show you on the outfit. So here is the shoulder right here, from here to here. Then the height from here to here, this is it right here. Then this height right here, this is it. This curve you are seeing right here, this is it. Can you see? Then you go ahead and construct any neckline of your choice. Here I constructed Queen Anne. I hope you understand. So that is that. Now from this point, now you can actually leave this neckline this way. That means it's going to be completely round, or you construct your desired neckline. So let's assume we are having a Queen Anne neckline. So I'll determine how much width I want to have on that center front. So this is it. You can see this, right? See this. So the distance from this point to this point, yes, from here to here, you can decide how many inches you want it to be. If you want 2 inches, that means you take 1 inch right here, right? So it depends on what you want. So let's assume we want 2 inches. That means I'll take 1 inch on this center front right here. Then I'll go ahead and construct my Queen Anne neckline. Okay, and if I don't want Queen Anne neckline, let's say I want just a V neckline, it's still the same thing. I'll determine how wide I want it to be from the center front. Then I'll choose my depth. Then I'll construct from my width here to my desired depth. So I hope you understand. So let's assume we're having a Queen Anne neckline, and for my Queen Anne neckline, I want my depth to be on my chest line. Here's my chest line. So I want my depth to be on my chest line. So I'll bring my curve to construct my Queen Anne neckline. So here is it. Here we go. So that means that I'm cutting from my armhole through the shoulder to the built up, come down to the center front, and this way. That is it, designers. So that is for the front. And if I want a V neckline, maybe I want a V neckline, maybe a slightly curved V neckline. After opening up by how many inches you want, then place your curve and connect your desired depth. So let's say this is the depth I want. My chest line. So it means this Queen Anne neckline is away. So that means when I'm cutting this way. Yes, this way, and this way. And don't forget, if you're having a Queen Anne neckline, don't forget to tighten your neckline. Okay, you're going to tighten so it doesn't gape. All right. So now for the back, it's almost the same thing. The same way we place our ruler to get the angle 45 for the front is the same thing you will do at the back as well. So on the neck width, place your ruler, make sure it is straight. Place your ruler this way. So you take note of where the angle 45 is pointing towards. You can see it, right? So you mark that point. Then you construct a straight line to pass through, to follow that sequence. Okay, so construct it. Then the same value you used on the front, the same 2 inches we are also going to use at the back. So we come here and measure 2 inches. So after measuring that 2 inches, you can clean off this, you don't need it. Then you mark a straight line. Make sure this line is straight. So how do you place it to be straight? You see the way I place this, right? Following that same sequence. Knowing how to use your ruler is another skill on its own. So you see, this line is following the same sequence, right? So this way, I am very sure that the horizontal line I'm about to construct here is straight. So I'll just construct this all the way. Then I'll connect the line coming from the center back all the way to meet this one right here. It is this simple. So that is it. I can clean off the excess line. So for the back, this is it. So one thing I like to do on this back again is to come down from this point, from this center back, by either 0.25, 0.375 or half inch. So here I'll take 0.375, then I'll use my curve to connect back to this point. Okay, so I don't need this part. So that is it for the front. All you have to do is to slightly blend those parts. So blend here. Then you come to the front and repeat the same. So this is the front. You also blend these points. So that is it on Queen Anne designers. A quick tip. Now let's assume you are choosing the Queen Anne neckline. So what you are going to do here is to tighten this neckline. So let me mark out the Queen Anne that we are working with. Let me use a marker pen to mark out exactly what we are cutting. Okay, so can you see that this is the neckline I'm assuming you are cutting out? So you need to tighten this neckline so it doesn't gape. So you're going to introduce a line. This is where you having an inner eye to be able to determine where gaping is likely to occur. Okay, so and gaping is likely to occur around this part. So you're going to construct a line towards that point, connecting to the bust point. Then you open up by 0.375 or half inch to tighten the neckline, to contour the neckline. So can you see that? So this is going to be closed permanently. So when you close this, there is possibility of this the neckline style line here to alternate. So by the time you close this, you're gaping that you're going to through this neckline. Okay, so how do you do that? To make it easier for you, it is easy, it is better to open the waist darts. So this is the waist dart. You can open the waist dart. Make sure it touches the bust point. So first you can close your side darts. So you form a crease on this line like so. Then you close it up. Make sure it is resting on this bust point line. So you tape it down. Okay, so now you can close the gaping darts. So form a crease on the first line and rest it on the second line. So you close it down permanently. So you see what I said, right? That the moment you close your dart, there is possibility of your neckline to alternate. So that means you're going to through this line. Can you see? It's no longer matching up. So you go ahead and through it. This is through. So here is what we have. Then for the back, there is nothing to do at the back, but let me just outline it for you to see clearly. So one last thing you don't forget to do on the front is to also through this side, because after closing your side darts, this line also alternates. So you go ahead and also through this. So, and here we go, designers. Here we go. Pattern is ready. So from here now, you can go ahead and cut out your pattern. Okay, so here we go, designers. Simple as ABC. So you can just fill these parts up to make transferring to fabric easier for you. So this is how to make a beautiful built-up neckline. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. My name is Ololade of Most Fashion Fix. Bye.